Alright, this is Steelheart with Grievance Global Gaming, and we are in ArcheAge Alpha today. Today I'm playing a female Harani Shadowplay. Now, I don't usually play female characters, but I figured this go around I'd just give it a try since we'll be doing some more of these videos on different classes as well. Might as well change it up a little bit. Now, I don't usually play anything but tanks like I said in the last video, so this will be a interesting and learning experience for all of us, I'm sure. Once again, for those of you that are watching this for the first time, this is the ArcheAge Alpha, so there's still a lot of translation that's needing to be done from the Korean language to English. So hopefully in beta we'll see that happen so we can understand, or at least take part in the actual conversation rather than just the written. Alright, so apparently we need to report to Dragon Tree Caretaker often. And as you can see, once again, we have the golden trail, so to speak, an arrow that will guide us to our next quest person. Okay, that was a little speed buff. So apparently, like the cups of water or whatever it is in the Nuani zone, or however you pronounce that, this is their version of the speed buffs. So I'm guessing these things over here are dragon fruits. Little camp over here I have to go to with my dragon fruit. It's cool. Looks like a cross between a tauntaun and oh, what was that children book? Monsters something or another. The actual reading of the text doesn't bother me. Like many of y'all know, I grew up on EverQuest 1, so it's nothing new. Getting a little experience for that. Vicious ore machines. Nice. That's pretty cool. Still nice to see that you can actually sit down in another game. A little side quest here. So our handy dandy little trail. Ah, an ore detector. So let's have a melee attack. Now I did go ahead and key up my Nostromo. Hard to play without it. Right click to loot like in most games. I do have a ranged weapon. There's our unidentified veins. Simple enough to complete that quest. I'm so used to just sitting in front of a mob and tanking it. And I earned a skill point. So now a lot of these texts have combos on them. If you look down here, I'm guessing that's the combo down there. Inflicts additional damage, plus 23 damage on tripped targets. Right now we're going to go for the leap. I like my leaps on number 3. So let's see how the leap works. A little loot. That was a neat little graphic. Go turn in our quest. By the way, somewhere along the line I hit level 3. Well, that wasn't very nice, Deuce.
기술 포인트를 사용하여 새로운 기술을 배울 수 기술 사용 시
Little speed buff.
초록색 퀘스트 마커는 종족 퀘스트입니다.
So yellow exclamation marks denote a region quest.
노란색 퀘스트 마커는
Join the story of the region and uncover its secret. Green exclamation marks denote a racial quest. See, I learned something. I didn't realize that last time. Get me a new whacking stick. A puppy named Toto? Nice. Arlia, the game is actually a stunningly beautiful game. It really is. Now, I found when I played my Archer that a lot of times you can go through and explore some of these areas, and sometimes you can get on the Archer side it's called Newman's Tears. I don't know what it's called on this side. It may be the same thing, it may not. So it's always well worth exploring in the game a little bit just to see what there is to see. Get my speed buff, and let's head over to find Toto, sorry. Small cactus.
채집이나 채굴 등의 상호작용에는 노동력이 사용됩니다.
That will get us labor points, I believe.
지나면 회복됩니다.
Oh, there's Toto. Let's go check out what the body is. Hazard a guess, it's another quest. Yep, Newey's Tears. So it's going to be the same game-wide. Skill upgrades, Rapid Strike. I actually have a couple more skill points. So I always try to go for the passives because those are things you don't have to activate. So this passive skill is an evasive counter strike. You can get it when you have 2 skills pulled up, or have 2 skills. Then you have the choice. You can get this. It launches counterattack, accumulates bloodthirst, and all that other nice neat stuff. So we are, maybe I can't grab the passive. I have to get one more. And there's a backwards leap. Oh, I don't have any skills. I read that wrong. I'm a slacker. Was trying to figure out why I couldn't get it. Now this one does seem to give you, or excuse me, does seem to have a little bit faster attack rate than the Archer class, even with the bow shooting. I'm sure the damage isn't as good, but it does seem to have a little faster attacks just on the look of it. No, Arlia, right now the only way you can get in the game is it's $150 to get into alpha, Or I think beta starts sometimes in June or January, or excuse me, June or July. Now let's see if these things are social or not, out of curiosity. Hey, see, I don't know if I like that. If somebody shoots my buddy next to me, I'm going to go run and help, or at least run the other way. I would have thought them to be social, but it is the beginning area, so maybe they don't want to overwhelm people too much. Got a farmer's coin purse, gives you a few extra coins. Always a plus. Completed that quest. Now we'll run to the village. I wonder if there's anything to click on down here. Nope. I'm playing a Harani Shadowplay. It does feel more like a rogue style class, the Shadowplay. Actually feels like a very fast combat class, just on the forefront of it. Now these Newies tiers, from what I'm told, can be traded for stuff later on, like some type of currency. I'm going to escape through this because, well, it's in Korean. Well, by all means, let's break the lock. So I'll need an anvil, probably one of those over here somewhere, and I need to talk to the cooking merchant Timu. I will go for a dagger.
가방에 있는 장비 아이템에 마우스 우클릭하면 아이템을 착용할 수 있습니다.
Just cooking something a little gooey there. You can right click on your items transferred over, or you can hit your character info, which has your stats over here, what you can do, and then your paper doll right here. So I'm going to equip this new dagger in one of the 2 dagger slots. So now I have a meat cleaver, which is what that looks like, and a basic dagger. I remember in EverQuest 1, the meat cleaver, the butchers, I can't remember the name of it. We didn't tank with swords and shields, we tanked with 2 one-handed weapons, and the meat cleaver was one of the weapons that was pretty fast and a lot of people used. Dang, I can't remember the name of that. Oh, wait a minute, we have a guest. Ah, this is my cat. One of my cats. Now, you can interact with candles and lights and all that other stuff in the game. That's pretty interesting. One of the other things, and I don't see it here on this, but in the other, on the other faction, they had a bed, and I could actually lay down in the bed with my character, and I thought that was pretty interesting as well. So right now we're exploring around a little bit. Sometimes there's rewards for that, and sometimes there's not. Yep, there's the sit down thing again. There you go. That's pretty neat. I really haven't seen stuff like that since Star Wars Galaxies. See, there you go. Somebody just sitting and chilling a little bit. We'll check this one out, and then we will. That's interesting. Oh, mailbox. With an owl. Somebody's a Harry Potter fan. Alright, now these are like bind points, so you can recall to them. Alright, moving on. Moving on in a minute. If this is anything like the other area, I bet when I get to the top of it, I may be rewarded with some. Maybe. If I get to the top of it. Then again, I could be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. In the other faction area, you could climb to the top of the tower over there, and it actually gave you one of those Nui tiers. This one apparently not so much. Unless I'm missing something. Alright, moving on. We will take a new bow. Let's get our new bow. Equip it. Yeah, yes. Oh, wait a minute now. Ah, it's a scepter, not a bow. My bad. Now, whenever you're burdened like this with some type of pack you gotta carry or something, you're going to walk very slow. And actually, I see on my mini map there's a quest over here somewhere, so let me go pick that up real quick. Alright, we are timed for this burden quest, but we got a whole hour, so hopefully it won't take us an hour to get there. That would kind of suck. That's a player house being built? That's neat. So now you can build player houses in already established towns? Is that what that is? There we go.
퀘스트 목록 아이콘을 클릭하거나
Don't really need a shield
퀘스트의 상세 정보를
that I know
확인하여
of.
퀘스트를 포기할 수 있습니다.
And I can learn a new skill set. Ding, level 5 apparently. Let's get my passive. Yeah, I will definitely go melee on this character. Now on my archer on the other side, I've kind of got this archer magic thing going, which is pretty cool. There's our mature mint. Alright. I never could jump well. Oh well. Now that's an interesting looking character. Huh, check that out. I'm not really quite sure what to make of that. Well, out of the two areas, the other area's a lot prettier. But I do like the layout of this village right here. It's pretty nice. Alright, so I can get a, this is where I can get a bow and a loot. Let's go get some knapsacks from some ants. Those are some big ants. we are going to need 3 of those. Let my health regen a few seconds. And 1 more. Never helps hurt somebody, or help somebody, or hurt them. All right. Let's finish these other 2 quests over here before we move on to the next quest hub. And yeah, like most games, this one right now appears to have quest hubs, like a lot of games that lead you from quest hub to quest hub. And this is the beginning area. I'm not going to say the whole game's like this, at least not that I know of, but right now it appears that we do have quest hubs in the game.
새로운 능력을 배울 수 있습니다. 메뉴에서 기술창 아이콘을 클릭하거나 K키를 눌러 기술창을 열 수 있습니다.
I suppose. Ah, there's the anvil. Let's break our chest. Plant mint seed. Got that done. All right. Oh, looks like I'm getting myself a new pair of shoes. Now let me escape out of here real quick. See, like we talked about last time, your strength is going to be your consistent damage. That's your melee attack, parry rate, obviously block. Intelligence, and like in a lot of other games, is crit for magic or ranged. Doesn't look like for melee though. Your agility will be your melee crit and evasion. Your spirit is magic defense and of course accuracy. And your stamina, well, that's pretty self-explanatory. So, being that I'm a roguelike character and I want to be melee, being smart probably isn't on top of my list, but agility is definitely something I want. And overall attack, which is strength, so the leather is going to be the better armor for me. At least I think it is. I can get some gloves this go around too. So let's put my new shoes on. New shoes, always good. And let's go talk to Tuman. Who is somewhere. That's actually really nice graphic detail on that thing. Really looks like an ox. Sir Different, I'm not really sure what an overachieved quest is yet at this point. I am really brand new to this game.
봉인을 깨뜨렸다가 뭔가 큰일이 벌어질까봐 끙끙 앓는 건 고리타분한 누이안한테나 어울린다. 난
Well, we can't have people disappearing. And let's report to the merchant. Alright, looks like we got 2 quests leading out of town, and a third one still in town, so let's get that one knocked out. These things are so cool looking. Wonder if you get those as a mount later on. Those are pretty trees. That's kind of cool. Not sure what we got here, but it is kind of cool. Bunch of scarecrows. Ah, thank you, Deuce. And you can play with different things in these houses, like those opened up. We found that out last time. Must be some sort of crafting table. And I'm assuming that's going to lead us to a crafting quest sooner or later. So we can actually learn how to craft, which would be cool. Alright, seeing we started leather, we're going to continue with leather. There is set bonuses if you get all the leather, like we found out in the last video. Oh, looks like I have about 500 twins. Not no more. I got gloves. Get us a little speed. And off we go. It's like the Flash. I don't know how long these last. If I stop and do something, they go away real quick. I know that for a fact. Thunder pace. Got us a propeller. Oh, that was cool. That was awesome. Oh, that is too cool. Well, Cook, I hope that's a compliment. Ow. Oh, falling damage. Haven't seen that in the game in a while. Hey, Spirit, how you doing, bud? Out of curiosity, what did you think I looked like? And my overwhelm is upgraded. Yay me. Apparently I dinged level 6. How old do you think I am? That looks pretty cool. Let's go for a little battle rage. What's up, Set? How you doing, bud? It's okay, Spirit. You can guess my age. It ain't gonna offend me. If you say I'm older than I am, that means you think I'm wiser. And if you say I'm younger, that means you think I'm prettier or handsome. I wonder if I can get up there. Keep this thing on for a second. Well, so far, Set, it so far it appears there's a ton of things to do in this game, just from what I've read. And 85. Just from what I've read and everything else, it seems like there's a lot to do in this game. There we go. That's one of our hidden newy tiers. So jumping up here gets you a newy tier. It's one, the graphics are just amazing. And two, you can play Superman apparently, which is always cool. But supposedly in this game, from everything I've read, you've got PvP. Now you know I'm not a big PvP person, but I'm gonna give it a whirl in this one and see it. Just the sheer magnitude of the PvP in here, with the ship being able to do ship-to-ship combat with multiple people on the ships, and you have gliders and land combat, and I assume one day you'll have big floating things you fight on. You can build castles. The crafting is really in depth in this game, which we'll get into on another video. The mounts, as you can see, are really odd looking but cool. So far it's and supposedly there's huge ginormous raids in this game. So we'll see. My timing is excellent. Why, thank you. And if you're curious, Spirit, I'll be 43 in August. So do I want to loot or a pipe? Let's go pipe. It sounds a little more manly. So I'm told. Yeah, actually I do work out a lot. I am a firefighter. Been a firefighter since 1989. Started in a really large volunteer fire station and got hired with the city of Biloxi in 1994, which is coincidentally also three of the other founders are Biloxi firemen: Kukos, Rough Lifer, and Trass. And of course Kukos' wife Caitlin. So I do work out. I have to for my job. I run a lawn care business.
노란색 느낌표 NPC를
So
찾아주세요.
I get a lot of work out there. In addition to that, my older son has started to want to work out, so we work out on my off nights. Well, I thought that's a rainbow generator. I thought it was a firecracker. Not enough dragon fruit. So you have to collect dragon fruit for this? If I see any dragon fruit laying around, I will collect it. And then another founder, Thelonious, me and him actually, he's my oldest friend, and me and him actually used to volunteer together before I got hired in Biloxi. Then on and off for about 8 years we worked as part-time. Well, he worked as a full-time 911 dispatcher and became a manager over at a dispatch over in Florida, one of the counties there. And I worked for about 8 years as a part-time 911 dispatcher. It says talk to Ixar on top of the watchtower. I don't see a watchtower. Well, there's the watchtower. He's just not on it. He's slacking. Ah, did you? It's a fun game. You'll like it, very much so. There's really a lot to do in the game. Now I will tell you, once I decide to create my tank, or it's already created, but I'll be playing that a lot. I just wanted to get into some of these other classes and see how they work. But once I play the tank, we'll be re-exploring the same area we did as the archer, but I will concentrate mostly on my tank. I'm a tanker from way back. I do love me some tanking. See how far these two quests are apart. Where am I? There's two. And the other one's behind me somewhere. I think it is anyway. One. Alright. Let's go grab two first. What happened to that poor guy? And you see the little quest stream up there, little vapor coming off. You know, I've got faith in Tryon. I actually like Tryon as a company, so I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. You know for sure they're going to advertise the snot out of it, that's for sure, which is good for any MMO nowadays.
그림자의 단어는
Alright, moving on. Let's go kill a few things. Not sure why I had a heart pop up over my head, but hey. Collect stomachs from spotted ostriches. Alright, so this is an overachieving quest, I guess. Collect stomachs from spotted ostriches. Helping out the beginning merchant. Kill giant mantises. I wonder if we have any mantises here. Yes, we do. He does not look happy. Gotta love children who think they need to swear in general chat. Not sure if I'm getting lag or what I'm getting here. Wonder how many giant mantises they want me to kill. Oh, they gave me an achievement, right? That's good.
퀘스트의 목표를 모두 달성하지 않아도
Okay, I see how these work. They're progressive.
아이템 보상은 모두 받게 되지만 경험치 보상은 적게 받게 됩니다.
I got some dust. Alchemy. We will definitely do a video on crafting, or somebody will from Grievance here soon. That I promise you. Need a friend. Actually had to use a heal potion. Awesome. Remember when I said that didn't look like mobs helped each other? Ha! They apparently do. Yeah, I got a little delay going on here. We'll ride it out a little bit longer and see what's up.
추가하여 달성하면 경험치 보상을 추가로 받을 수 있습니다.
See if it gets any better. Hey, doing well, Ale. How you doing? Welcome to Grievance, by the way. You won't find a better gaming organization anywhere, I promise you that. These all look like two-handed weapons. I'm not quite sure how a two-handed weapon works with a roguelike character, but apparently I get to pick one up regardless, so let's pick one up. Oh, and I get myself a new pair of pants. Pants are good. You'll find that Grievance people tend to be some of the most helpful people you've ever gamed with. Ah, this is the mount quest. That must, yeah, awesome. Alright, well, I'm gonna move real slow because I've got a burden on me again. So let's, I wonder if this will help any. I'm just playing around with it, Ale. I'll be honest, I barely know what I'm doing in the game right now. Alright, we need to go harvest a root. See what this does. Yeah, I noticed that. They're really quick. Gonna go with the whitetail Leomorph. Alright, well that's level 7. We're gonna call it here and give somebody else a chance to stream if they want to stream. Thanks everybody for watching with me today, and next time we get on Rococo we'll explore creating a mount, finishing up a few quests, and getting our leather armor set. So y'all have a mighty fine day, and for the grievance members in the channel, I'll be in TeamSpeak. Come holler at me. See y'all later.